These Rochester Institute of Technology students aren't chanting for their favorite football or basketball team. Rather, they're cheering for a different kind of athlete. An event called Misfire in Rochester housed gamers looking to compete, and for some, to further themselves in the competitive Super Smash Bros. Scene. This gamer has done well enough in tournaments to become sponsored. He's rocking a jersey with his gamer tag or nickname Draxel on the back. Draxel is actually Hunter Gallagher from Liverpool. As an esports competitor, his sponsorship comes with some pretty cool benefits.
Most tournaments I went to were paid for by them, so nothing came out of my pocket, and they actually flew me to these huge tournaments. So Evolution 2017, because last year, yep, they flew me to Vegas, and then they paid for travel costs to things like Super Smash Con.
I need everyone to kind of congregate here, because I'm going to read off all the teams, and I don't want anyone to be excluded from bracket.
That's Don Rivaldo, the organizer of Misfire, one of the bigger monthly events held in Rochester. These events are somewhat of a proving grounds for players who want to compete in bigger tournaments across the state and the country.
Other areas is booming, and so over here it's kind of more smaller, and it's just more about being personal with your community.
Just like football and basketball, practice truly does make perfect. Bracket-style Smash tournaments are the basis of competition. Parallels can be drawn from quote-unquote real sports to esports and competitive gaming.
Boxing and like tennis, it's really weird that I say that, but in tennis, it's all one-on-ones. There's doubles. Boxing is one-on-one, you're fighting. And in tennis, they have brackets, tournaments, so it's just like, it reminds me of that.
You're probably familiar with the War Memorial here downtown. Its seating capacity for Syracuse Crunch hockey games is around 7,000 people. Now, the Big House 7 was the Super Smash Bros. Tournament held in Detroit, Michigan in the Cobo Center. Seating capacity there, just over 12,000. Now imagine a video game tournament being held here or even in venues bigger. Advertisers and broadcast networks are picking up on that idea and putting money into it.
There is a market for it. According to a recent article from Newzoo, the esports industry is growing to almost $1 billion industry. Part of that is because video game tournament broadcasts are moving from internet-based platforms like Twitch to television networks like ESPN, TBS, and NBC.
When you see the number of people playing video games and the number of people following these large tournaments of these great players that are all coming together, and you see 40, 50,000 people filling arenas, that sends a message.
So the multi-million-dollar question is, why video games? The market is high for it, and advertisers and sponsors are pouring in.
Advertisers want to reach that younger demographic, and if via video games, esports is the way to do it, that's who you target. That's the sweet spot for advertisers.
Part of the Syracuse gaming scene takes place bi-weekly at Cloud City Comics downtown. Ian Cossack is a leader of the Syracuse Smash community. It may not be as big as other communities, but bigger events on the same scale as Rochester's Misfire draw in bigger crowds to Syracuse.
The Syracuse scene is a little bit on the decline, but I see, it's hard sometimes for people to come out and stuff, especially there's people in Oswego that I go and play with that will come to tournaments if I host them.
The Syracuse scene may be on the decline, but that can turn around at any time.
Esports is becoming a thing, it's getting bigger, it's only going to go up. I feel like a lot of people are jumping on board. I think it would be a really smart decision.
So whether it's friendly
Wake up, Raptor! One time I explained to you
or serious competition, in venues small or large, anyone can grab a controller and a game and compete. Corey Christen, NCC News.